Morning, lovely folks. Right, today I want to talk about consistency. What my consistency has done for me recently. I'll show you a graph of what my consistency has been looking like. For a change, I seem to have got it quite good. But I want to talk to you about why consistency is the best weapon you can carry in your arsenal. So don't go there, let's talk about it. Okay, so firstly, welcome back, Stevo Runs. Thanks for joining me once again. Alright, so consistency is pretty straightforward, kind of self-explanatory. We all know what doing something consistently means, and that occurs through running as well. So, consistency means that you've got into the swing of your running and you're doing it on a consistent basis. Alright, I'll tell you quickly how to do that. You may already be doing it yourself, but I've got to start from the beginning. So, how to be consistent is to draw yourself out a weekly plan, or 2-weekly plan, monthly plan, whatnot. Draw it out physically and follow it down to a T. Do not miss a thing if there's any possible way of doing so. Okay, a lot of people will find that life gets in the way a lot, you know, family things, sometimes injuries, and just not finding the time for a busy lifestyle. The idea is to find the time that works for you and your family. I'm sorry for repeating myself, but I've got to start on telling you how to get consistent. Okay, so my typical routine is to get all my runs done in the morning before work. And that's not for everybody, but that's enabled me to run without interrupting anything in my life. Okay, Sundays are a bit different, like today. I'll explain more later, but I run 5 times a week. 4 of them are on days that I go to work. I either end up at work, land in there and then go to work, or I go out earlier and I get home for a shower before work. Either way, my family barely knows I'm gone. I've got 2 children, so I've got the perfect excuse to make excuses not to run. But I don't want to do that, because I want to get better at running. So that is what works for me there. Sundays are a bit different, as I said. Today, I got out a bit later. My wife knew about it. She said, you should change your channel name to Stevo Runs away from his responsibilities. Which is funny, witty, very good. But I have to get this done. I've got a 14-miler plan today. And when I do that, I've had a really consistent 5 or 6 weeks. I need to count back. So ready for a down week next week, where I lower the load just slightly. So that's how you build consistency from the beginning, when you're sort of getting into it. Establish a routine that you can stick to, that everyone's happy with, and keep doing it. All right, as you get further on, I'm about 3 years in probably to my running journey. As you move further on, you want to gradually build up the mileage slowly. I've hit a lovely one at the moment. If I get 14 miles done today, then I've got a lovely upward slope where I'm gradually building mileage on. I'm avoiding injuries, doing it that way. At the moment, my injuries are at bay. I started fairly low at 25, and I'll probably be on 37 for this week, over the space of 5 or 6 weeks. So it's a long game, but it's definitely the way to go. I'll put a picture of my upward slope going now. If it's a little dip at the end, that means I didn't make it around today, but I've got a good feeling I'm going to make it around. to run. Okay, so what's the main benefits of being consistent like this? Well, obvious ones like your performance, your race performance, performance in general. If you're running regularly like that 4 or 5 times a week and you keep doing it, the changes in your body are mental. The physiological changes, the musculoskeletal changes, everything gets stronger, your mind gets stronger. So your performance just gets better, it has to, because you're doing it all the time. You do this for a good stretch of 6 months or so, being consistent, you're going to smash your recent times out of the park. 100% guarantee. Improved fitness. Obviously, same applies. Keep doing it. You're going to get fitter. You're going to lose the body fat that you've been wanting to get rid of. And that's all going to come with just being consistent in your running. 2 great reasons already. Another thing, you start building an amazing routine. Like I said, as you get in further onto it, you start to add things to it, like the speed work and stuff like that, and you fine tune it because your body's ready for the changes you're making. You can fine tune your training just how you want it, okay? Including your long, slow runs, but including some fast, harder efforts that's going to help push your fitness on even more. So building a good routine is a great reason. Also, at the same time, is building discipline, because you're making yourself do it. It becomes a routine. Do you know what? Science says it takes an average of 66 days to build a new routine. So start running, get out there, do it for 66 days, see how you get on, see if you're still feeling good. But it's all about building that discipline. I don't look out the window in the morning. I'll go running about between 5:30 and 5:45 something, almost every morning. I don't look out the window because it's dark. If it's raining, if I look at my bedroom window, my body's gonna say, what are you doing? So I'll put my kit on, I'll go down, get stretched, walk out my front door. What will be, will be. Just this week, it was chucking it down. Maybe Monday or Wednesday, absolutely chucking it down in Bicester. I was stood under my porch, just stretching my leg like, but I'm dressed, I'm ready to go. I sod it, I'm just gonna do it. You never feel so revitalised that when you've just done it, you've stuck to your plan. I don't want to mess that curve, it's on the way up. Discipline is one thing that it builds. It's a great trait to have in the whole of life anyway. And with that, rolling in, as I just said, is satisfaction. The satisfaction of just doing it, of just doing what you said you're going to do and making it happen. And that's probably the same as discipline, but the satisfaction you get of knowing that you're succeeding in one of the things in your life that you want to do. And getting fit that way gets you in prime condition to be how you need to be for your family, you know? Even if you ain't got family, you're in the best condition you can be in because you're running consistently, you're in good shape, your discipline's there, mental strength sets you up so good for the rest of the things that are going on in your life. Oh, warning, there's a man struggling with his umbrella up here. So I read some cool things online about when I was trying to get consistent some weeks back, and some good shout on there about imagine consistency like building a wall. I can't remember the name, like performance wall, something like that. What you're doing, you're starting the very first level of bricks, and each day you get to lay one down. Okay, the further you go into your consistency, the better and stronger the wall gets. When you start to have a week or 2 weeks off, maybe it's not your fault to do that, but the fact is the wall doesn't grow, or actually it gets worse, it deteriorates. And you need to start from the beginning, or start back to where you were before and start building again. So if you keep doing it, the wall gets higher and higher, stronger and stronger, and you start to see the benefits of a real high, strong wall, or like a base, as us runners see it. That's a really great thing to think about when you're doing it. Try not to leave too many gaps in your training, because it'll just get worse and you're just starting again and starting again. Consistency is the key. So I just want to really quickly talk about mine again, if that's okay. So without being like over dramatic, this is the best I've felt after a run of running, if that makes sense. Like I said on that graph, it's going up from, went to 25 miles, 27, 29, 33, 35, 38. So I think that's 6 weeks of continuous building, adding a 10% on, which is the great way to do it without getting injured. But today's run is difficult, I'm not gonna lie. I'll tell you as for why. I was out last night getting drunk with friends, had a great night, drank a little bit too much beer. I got a hangover today, quite a bad one. I went out at 10:30 this morning to try and run, which is so much later than I usually do. So it's hot, the weather's hot, my hangover's getting worse, I'm dehydrated and my heart rate's high. But like I was saying earlier, no excuses, get it done. I know I need to do 14 miles today to get where I need to be, so that's what I did. I've made sure I was able to go out, got some food in me first, got some drink down me, got a bottle of Lucozade I've stashed up here in a bush somewhere, which I'll find in a moment. Anything to make sure that I'm getting this workout done, because otherwise the tilt starts going downwards, and I've gone against exactly what I've said today. So don't drink and run, kids. It definitely makes life harder. Oh, there you are. Oh, need that. Right, so today's been a beautiful trail run. I don't get to go on these much at the minute because I've been trying to manage my injuries, stuff like that. But when it's a long one like this and the days as nice as this, you just got to go out, get on the trails. My pace is really slow, heart rate's really high, but I don't care. I'm running easy enough for it to be an easy run. My heart's high because of the drink last night and the heat and the blend of all sorts, really, but it doesn't matter. I know this is a nice easy pace for me. It's not going to kill me off getting the miles in, and I am just over 10 miles into it out of 14. Whoa. Which is, yeah, just over 10 miles in, so kind of on my way back now. I'm going to put my feet up for the rest of the day, watch football, whatnot. But we're seeing I'm starting to waffle. So the highlights of this video, just real quickly, is to find consistency from the beginning. Get your routine, whether that's twice a week for now. When you're starting, that's cool, right? But find the days that you can do it. No excuses, get out there, get it done. As you've established you're running, you got into it a few months in or more, even like a year in, add to the runs, get a few more days in a week, be consistent. Again, always consistency is the key. Okay, I've managed to not have no breaks really for the 3 years I've done it, apart from the obvious times when you need to, like after a marathon, things like that. Be sensible. But when you should be training, you're training, you're getting it done, right? And that's going to pay you the most benefits you can get in running out of the whole thing. So hope you've enjoyed today's video. Please hit the subscribe button below if you like what you're seeing. I've got lots of good races coming up. I've got to make a video about Brighton maybe being cancelled. Not good, but I'll tell you more when I hear more. So thanks for joining me. Hit the subscribe button below. See you on the next one. Stevo runs.